Shalom Akim. My name is Kal. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our elders and apostles who rule Great Millstone well. And Shalom to all you brothers that are part of the elect, pushing this truth with sincerity. Shalom. This is Proverbs 4, Proverbs 20, verse 4. The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg in harvest and have nothing. Okay. So I want to get the Hebrew interlinear. The sluggard is H6102.
Strong's H6102. Atzel.
Atzel. Is how they're pronouncing it. It says the outline of biblical usage: sluggish, lazy. Okay, slothful. The KJV translates Strong H6102 in the following manner: slothful, sluggard. Okay, so it's pretty much being lazy. Okay, and it says the sluggard. So sluggard meaning lazy, will not plow by reason. The reason why you don't plow, of the cold. Okay, I want to get that plow word.
Strong's H2790. Harash.
Karash is the way they're pronouncing it. It says outline of biblical usage: to cut in, plow, engrave, devise. Okay, and that's one thing. To cut in, plow, engrave, devise. And I used to plow snow for many winters here in Colorado. And what do you plow? You know, you don't plow the grass. When you're plowing, you're making a path so people could get through. And that's what we're doing when we're out there in the camp. We're cutting through all the bullshit and laying a path of truth. Okay? And the truth is the scriptures. All right? And if you let the cold stop you, you let the rain stop you, you let anything stop you, you let your family stop you, you let your job stop you, that's being a sluggard. You're being lazy by the reason of the cold. The cold is uncomfortable. Okay? Because discomfort, you're not out there cutting through the bullshit for the elect men. That's what you're doing it for. It's for the elect's sake. All right? And showing yourself approved, really. So let's go back. So it says, Proverbs 20 verse 4, the sluggard will not plow, so the lazy man will not plow, which is to cut through, to engrave. Okay, and that's another thing we're doing. We're actually carving ourselves out of this world too. Because it said to engrave, and engrave goes back to engrave. Okay, and what is a grave? A grave is a dugout hole. Okay, and we're actually doing that for, it's cutting ourselves out. As every weekend as we go out, and every week we study more and more, showing ourselves approved. Because you got to stay studied up. Okay, because you're constantly learning. This isn't like you learn in 1 year and then you get a certificate like you do in these heathen colleges. No, that's why they only get degrees. They only get a small amount of the truth. They only get a degree. And this truth, it's a lifelong learning process. But as you're carving out a path for others, for the elect, you're also carving yourself out, showing yourself approved. Okay? So the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Okay, let's get that.
Strong's H2779. Choref.
Koref. An outline of biblical usage: harvest time, autumn, okay, winter. And what is that harvest time? That harvest time is when the gathering of the saints comes. When the elect men will be gathered by the chariots, by the angels of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai. Okay? Notice the harvest is during the cold. That's why you need the oil for those dark times. You need that oil to keep you warm. You need that oil to give you light as you do the work of the Lord of cutting through the bullshit and making a clear path for the elect and for yourself. Okay, the KJV translation of Strong's H2779 in the following manner: winter, youth, cold, winter house. So the sluggard, the lazy man, will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore means this is why, shall he beg in harvest, meaning when Yahushua comes, he thinks he's done enough, but he ain't going to be accepted by Yahushua. He's going to be rejected because he didn't do the works that the master set forth while he was gone. And have nothing. I mean, he's going to be rejected. It's that simple. Alright? And we're going to get this in the harvest.
Strong's H7105. Katsir.
Katsira. And it says outline of biblical usage: harvest, harvesting, process of harvesting, crop, what is harvested or reaped, time of harvest. Okay? And that's what we're doing out there. We're out there as husbandmen for Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, and we're harvesting the elect, including the 1/3. But if you're not out there doing your work, you're that wicked servant that's going to be cast out into utter darkness, because you refuse to do the works that were set forth by your master. Okay, this is Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Okay, and that's what we're doing as we go stand out on the corners. Okay, and as we study, we're coming to Yahushai, and you got to go through Yahushai to get to the Father. 29. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, and that's this truth. For I am meek and lowly in heart, and shall find rest and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Meaning, as we do this work, we're going to get that rest. What is the rest? The rest is the kingdom. This ain't our rest right now as we're here in Babylon. Even if you're in another country, and you're pushing this truth, this ain't your rest. This is captivity. This is hell. So there is no rest here. That's why you're never satisfied. You eat, you're never satisfied. You have sex, you're never satisfied. You sleep, and you're tired when you wake up. You never get rest. So when we get that rest, it's when our job is fulfilled. Okay? For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Okay? And the yoke is what would sit across the ox when you would plow a field. Okay, that's what would pull the plow. The ox that were tied into a yoke. And the yoke, it's us brothers being joined together by this truth. The truth is that yoke. Okay? For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Meaning the truth is easy to get. Okay? If you humble yourself and be meek, you will understand this truth, because humble Meaning, you don't think you deserve any better than what you got. So then you'll be at somewhat of a peace with yourself. See, right now in this captivity, a lot of people are struggling for greater amounts of money, for greater status, for something better, a car, a woman, whatever it is. But with Yahweh Shai, it makes it very clear that we're in a captivity. You ain't gonna succeed in this motherfucking place. Alright? So it's very easy. Alright, cool. So then once you find out the truth, you're an Israelite. But that's only the beginning to find out you're an Israelite. But now you got to take on that cross. You got to put that yoke upon you. You got to start learning this truth diligently, but to show yourself approved, to answer a man's question. And then you got to go out there to teach, to answer the questions. All right? And my burden is light. Because honestly, when we get to the kingdom, all the troubles that you suffer in this life, it ain't going to compare but a drop to the bucket of glory that the kingdom comes with. Because Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, he doesn't reward his men like you get rewarded here. You might go to a job and get $10 an hour. You bust your fucking ass, almost lose your life on a job, lose your wife, lose everything because you're dedicated to the job. And you only get a fucking $600 a week check, if that. Maybe even $600 every 2 weeks. You know how it's getting nowadays. No, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the Father, Yahweh Shai being the Son. Okay, there's many mentions in the Father's kingdom. And Yahweh Shai declared that. Okay, and it says that our mind can't even imagine the glory of the kingdom. But our duty right now is to stay focused and not to look back. As you plow, put your hand to the plow and keep pushing forward. Plowing out this path for the elect's sake. For your sake. Don't worry if it's raining. Don't worry if it's cold. Don't worry if you got to go in the morning or evening. Don't worry if you had to go to work that day. None of that shit will compare to when you receive the kingdom here on earth. In the name of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Stay focused, stay diligent, and endure as a good soldier without complaining. Have great zeal for this truth. Have great zeal for the camp. Have great zeal to be out there, to have the ability to teach, to be in this generation. And with that, I'm going to say shalom to all you brothers that are part of the elect. And may you brothers endure to the end. Shalom.